Hey, y'all. Let's talk some wrestling, shall we? Are we live? I think we're live. How is everyone doing today? We are coming, of course, to talk about some WWE 2K25 news, and we'll make sure we're getting everything fixed up and going. We got a new live stream set up. We'll see if it's working right. Give a second for everyone to get in here, and then we'll get things going. See if it's working and go from there, right? Okay, so it tells me I'm live. So I guess let's start this thing off. We're talking about WWE 2K25. And I'm trying to figure out how to get my camera up all the way. Mike, welcome in, buddy. How are we doing today? Haven't seen you in a minute. We haven't been live in a minute, but we are getting set up for WWE 2K25 to come out. And I'm trying to make my camera full screen, so bear with me while I am figuring out how that works. Does that make it big? No, that didn't make it big. So, okay, well, whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll do it this way, I guess, for right now. As you can see, today's stream is brought to you by StreamYard, which that means the link in the description. If you're going to stream or anything like that, you can get money off your subscription. Not a bad subscription. If you're not going to live stream, whatever. It's cool. But we're all about WWE 2K25 today. Mike, I'm glad to see that you're back in the chat. Firespark, how is it going? We are getting started with some news, getting some stuff figured out. Got new setup going, still building the set, as you can see, to start for the 2K25 train that has already started. We got some great news and stuff going on today. So today I want to start talking about showcase mode and what's going on with that. And let's see, let's get rid of that. Okay, we got a scroll screen. We got everything in the world. I don't believe anything until I see it. You know what, Mike? I agree. We have not got official word from anything from 2K. We have complete speculation of what's going on with 2K, but they actually haven't dropped any real information yet. We know it will be the 27th, so we're 10 days away before we actually get official news of what's going on in the actual game. All of it is speculation. We're all in the same boat and it's fun. We do know, we'll go over some stuff that we think we know, we may not know. The cover superstar was leaked by Steam, of all things, and it gave us the Roman Reigns cover. They pulled it. We haven't seen it since. Totes my goat, welcome to the chat. And so we did go ahead and we got that part. So I'm pretty 99% sure that it's going to be Roman Reigns as the cover of the standard edition. 2K's put out their little teaser trailers and going, oh, who do you think is going to be on the cover? Yesterday's was fun. They put out the one for NXT, and what happened was that was shown that was filmed in September. So it's cool that they're showing us the trailers, but it's like, okay, if you filmed who's going to be on the cover and you started your marketing in September, the game is a lot closer to done than it looks like it was last year. Last year it was like November, December when the stuff was filmed. This year they filmed it in September, so they got to jump on things. So they might be further along this year in the game than they were in past years. And I think that's kind of cool. But we still don't know. I think Roman Reigns is going to be the cover. My picks for the other is the deluxe edition will be Liv Morgan. I put out a video why. If you haven't seen that yet, it's down in description somewhere. We got the Ultimate Edition. I still think it's going to be Rock. I still think Rock will be the Ultimate Edition. there's nothing to go on. And it's like, I love speculation season. It is so fun to me that we get to pick and do all of that stuff. And I'm really excited about it. I love this kind of season. We are, you know, guessing, and it's fun. I enjoy the fun. Let's see. Oh, and Triple H is changing things completely with the TNA deal. I am excited about that. That's going to bring a lot of changes, not only to wrestling that we watch on TV, but it's going to bring some changes to Beach Bites as well. So that'll be fun. Bloodline Ultimate Edition. You know what? I like that. I think that that would be cool. With the TNA wrestlers, I see everyone putting their video out that the DLC is going to be a TNA DLC. I'm not going to go with that one this year. I think since they just went ahead and announced the deal and the game's probably already 80% done, there may be a couple DLCs that we get. I hope they surprise us with it. But if they're gonna do a likeness deal, I feel like it'd be 2K26 before we actually see the TNA impact. See what I did there on the WWE games. Hopefully I'm wrong though, and this has been in the deal for a while, and it could, actually be something good. So I don't know. I'm really excited though. It's a 2K season. Can't wait. But they've got 1 year of the TNA deal, so it worked for the 1 year. And we got Joe Hendry in NXT, we got Grace in NXT, and so it's like the first year of the TNA deal worked. I think it was a success. So for them to announce a multi-year deal to keep doing it, but just add more of what we were already getting, a great deal with both sides. Unfortunately, I don't even want to put it out there, but if let's say they did go ahead and put some TNA stuff in, it would be at the end of 2K25's life cycle, and it would probably be Persona cards because all they'd have to do is pop a TNA logo on a card. I could see them doing that, and I don't want them to, but that one's more realistic to me for the doing TNA DLC this year. Now, next year, maybe. It is a multi-year deal, so... And it's basically going to be around NXT. So, and a 6-sided. I didn't think about that. If we get the TNA library, it would be cool to see the 6-sided ring. Do you think the game could handle it though? Because I mean, creating an arena is still a little bit buggy. So, like, we haven't figured out all the bugs out of created arena. So, adding 2 more posts to a ring might just break the whole system. So I think that is interesting. Let's see what you guys got in the chat. I appreciate all y'all showing up. We did this live stream. It's kind of an impromptu live stream. I was trying to figure out, we got new systems, new year, new stuff to play with. I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do it. We're going to do a lot of live streams this year. We're going to try to do a whole bunch. Let's see. But it looks like, hey, our stream's working. I mean, that's a win, guys. We won. We got a stream going on. I'm excited about it. So that's part 1 of this. Part 2 of this is, of course, I want to talk about Showcase. And as you know, here on Beach Bites, I'm completely honest with all of y'all. We don't do clickbait. We don't do, hyping up stuff. We do facts and information, and we try to entertain and have a good time. And, we're all fans of wrestling. That's why we play the games. That's why we do it. I've been working on a Showcase video for 2 days, and I cannot get it right. I don't like the way the Showcase video is coming out. I've tried to get my thoughts together, and it's not working for me, brother. So what we decided to do, or what I decided to do, was let's bring it to y'all. Let's bring it to the live chat. We'll talk about some Showcase, what you guys think. And I'll go ahead and throw my thoughts in. Let's see if we can come together with what Showcase could be in WWE 2K25, since it is so much speculation. We got 1 more week of speculation before we get a 30-second trailer, and then we go crazy breaking it down with what's in it and what's out of it. Let's see. Totes, my goat, what you got for me? too much hype, Brian Williams said. Actually, it does. I like that. It really does make more sense if we did a 6-eye ring. But it would think about it, it would have to be. It took them 2 years to get war games into the game. So if they started working on this last year, I still think it would be what 26 before we actually see it. And I think that the next gen system would actually have to. They have to go completely next gen to get the full force of everything in it, but maybe not. I don't know. So let's see. Like the setup, I'm working on it. It's getting better. It's like a gaming setup. It's a wrestling setup. It's like finally trying to get the studio set up where we can just sit and do as much as we can. If we want to come in live stream, you got some stuff to look at in the back. You got, you don't need a whole lot of craziness, but I'm what's coming together. It's not done yet. The game dropped faster than I got the studio done. To be fair, I'm still working on it, so it's a little bit of shooting video. So you will see this set change and get bigger, better, and badder. See what I did there? They go along as we go. So let's see. Go to share out my Twitter and my Discord channel. That's cool. You can also go to the BeachBytes channel. We do have a Discord channel. I am very bad at promoting stuff because I'm still, it's like I don't want to sit there and talk for 30 minutes about me when it's all about us. Search the game. But we do have a Discord channel. If you check out the links in description, you can go ahead and join our Discord. There's spots for you to self-promote your stuff if you're doing your podcast, if you make videos, if you go ahead, share it. We talk wrestling. We also talk everything else because believe it or not, I do like other stuff besides wrestling. It's weird, right? So, but links in the description. We also have some new T-shirts in the shop. Mike, some of your ideas did make it to fruition. So you need to go get some of the ideas for the T-shirts that you came up with during our 2K25 season. And so, yeah. And if y'all can help me out that are in here and y'all see like, oh, hey, go ahead, share that Discord, share the all the links. I tried to put them all simple. So it's like there's a bunch of them because we do a lot of stuff around here. So feel free to go wild wherever, as long as we're adults about it. So match types, yep, Iron Survivor match. That is one of my picks. I think that of any of the match types that we could get this year, that we would get a Iron Survivor match. I think, well, we got War Games, the ambulance match. The strap match, I think, would be fun because we've never had one. So I think the strap match would be cool, but I don't think the technology is there for the last gen consoles. I may be wrong, but it does. I mean, we've never got a strap match to work in a WWE game, and it's the tethering and the stuff and the hit boxes or collision boxes with the other wrestlers, I think is probably the hiccup because it took 2 years to get the collision with War Games, right? And I feel like 25, they tweaked it just enough where it works. It's a lot better this year. Did y'all play a lot of War Games? I played the ambulance match like 2 or 3 times. It was something that I thought was cool on paper, but as it went out, I really didn't care for it that much. But I don't know. It's okay. So back to showcase, like, oh, and the other match type. Yeah, actually, the other match type that I think will be in, I forgot. Glad y'all reminded me, is that WWE Speed. Like their WWE Speed right now should be in WWE 2K25. And there's actually, if you go into my faction, a lot of their stupid challenges are actually set up as WWE Speed matches. So they put it in my faction this year. They just didn't call it Speed. So I think that will actually be for sure one of them that's in because it's just changing your match rules. So they already had the technology in 24. They just got to dress it up and give us a couple things on the end of it. And then it will go ahead. And I think Speed will be in there. And I think maybe Iron Survivor challenges. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot more match types. Maybe, I hope I'm wrong. But those are my 2 picks if for sure. I will be shocked if Speed and the Iron Survivor challenge are not in 25. So, and it's like all the belts and stuff will be cool. Tribal Combat. Tribal Combat, it's a hardcore match though. Like, I mean, you can rechange it. They did that, what was it, 07, 08, when they started adding, oh, we have the hardcore match. Oh, we have the no holds barred match. They're the same match type. You just are playing, a little bit different with it. But I think that overall, I think those will be the two that we get in it. So let's see. What did I miss in the chat? Join the Discord. Thank you so much. Share it out. Send it to everybody. We will, get in there, and we're going to make it bigger and better this year. We're also going to make the channel bigger and better there. No way. You didn't. Everything on a pole match. You know what, bro? Think about this, guys. The Tribal Combat match, when Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa were fighting for the falafel, was that if Vince Russo was booking WWE in the Attitude Era, it would have been a Ulafala on a pole match. Instead, in Triple H's era, we get Tribal Combat. So I think that's pretty cool. So showcase mode, let's pretend, because we're speculating and we're having fun with it. None of us know anything. Don't let anyone think that no one knows nothing. We're all in the dark. We're all guessing. We're all wrestling fans, and that's what makes it fun right now. They ain't telling us nothing. So showcase mode, if it's Roman Reigns, I've come up with some ideas that we could actually do a full Roman Reigns showcase, and the Shield never had to exist. So there's so many holes in his story that it would be weird to go ahead and go through, and you're missing the Shield stuff. But Roman's career is so deep now that we could get about 12 to 15 good matches to start out with, and all of the assets are there. And I think that's really cool. So if we were going to go ahead and do a Roman Reigns showcase, we could start out in NXT when he was leaky. And because his model was a My Faction model in 2K22 or 23, I forget. And it was never released. It was also, they released the blue tight Here Comes the Pain version of Randy Orton. It was put in as a My Faction card, and then they never released it. So it was in the files and then out. So that Roman model is already made. There's also been 2 or 3 different Roman models from when he was the big dog and the Roman Empire. So it would be kind of cool is we could start out and actually do a slope over 2 Roman Reigns of everything that he's done. So we start out in NXT, or it'd be really cool if we got FCW. FCW, the logo's been in forever, and why not just throw that arena in? It's not that hard to make. It was in a gymnasium, and that all those assets are there. So everything that I'm bringing in is already in the game for you to use. They don't even have to add any extra assets. That's what I find interesting, is we're 3 years into the 2K era. We're able to go ahead and get that. So with the first match, you could have a first 2 to 3 matches of him in NXT. You could do him and Tyler Breeze when they won the tag titles. You could also go through and do him and Seth for the first time when they wrestled in FCW, and you could give that. So we could do that for the stage 1. We could do 2 to 3 matches, have a nice little video package, and then we could go to where he goes to the main roster. That would, and you automatically think, well, Shield. Well, okay, we're not getting Ambrose, and WWE has cut out some stuff, but for the matches, you need Ambrose for the ones that matter. So let's cut Shield out. Well, you're not missing that much. So if we speed up Roman's timeline, which they've done, and they go ahead and give us right after the Shield broke up, and they give us big dog Roman Reigns, we could start that at WrestleMania where he fought The Undertaker. You could give us that match to go through, and then we could go on to where he fought AJ Styles, where he had the feud with Randy Orton, where he had the feud with John Cena for the first time. And that gives us the old models that they're already using. And so then that's our second section of showcase. Our third section would be the Roman Empire. And the Roman Empire would go all the way up until well, what was it? The Australia pay-per-view, Superstar Showdown. We go all the way from where he ended his feud with AJ Styles and he goes to Superstar Showdown. I think that would be interesting. So we could do that, and then we could go through. And so we start with Undertaker for the Roman Empire, and then it leads up to he fought John Cena at No Mercy, and then he fought Seth Rollins again. This is our second Seth Rollins. It gives us NXT Rollins, who was a my faction card, so they can just move that model over. And then it gives us the updated version of Seth Rollins to do. And then after that, the Roman Empire ends at Superstar Showdown with Baron Corbin. That was the last time we saw the Empire. So now we've already got the NXT version. We've got the Big Dog Era. We've got the Roman Empire. And then we start with the Tribal Chief Era. And that would begin when he fought Bray and Strowman in the no-holds-barred triple threat match. Again, all these wrestlers are in this. Then for the Tribal Chief Era, it's pretty easy because he ran through everybody. Any one of his matches versus Kevin Owens would be great. You could throw that one in there. You could do a Survivor Series where he fought in the champion versus champion match with Drew McIntyre. If you wanted to do the debut of Solo and give us that model that was in 2K23, we could go ahead and do Clash to the Castle. There's several things you could do, and then we could either do the LA Knight match, or we could do the Sami Zayn match, and then you could actually end it at the Rumble where he fought LA Knight, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles in that match. You would be able to get all of those matches in with superstars that are currently on the roster right now, and you could put together a nice story where you're not missing out. So I think that would work. We have an audio issues, I see. Let me see if I can fix that. We're still working on the live stream. Like I said, I'm trying to get all the bugs worked out before we go 100% to the wall. I appreciate y'all bearing with me as we do this. See if I can get it figured out. Audio issues. Can y'all hear me? Shows that I have audio. How about that? There we go. Okay, there we go. Dropping out. Yeah. So did y'all miss any key points of my rant? Let me know. I can go back. Let's see. There we go. It shows everything's working on my end. I appreciate y'all. Let me know. Yes. What about Kevin Owens? Yeah, that's what that was part I was saying. You can have any match with Kevin Owens. He fought him several times, and you can do it. And I think it would be absolutely great. Let's see. Let me go back up. Give me just a second, y'all, and we'll get the chat back up. It's one of the fun things about doing stuff live. It's live. Like I'm sitting here with you right now. So if my stuff messes up, we gotta fix it right out the gate. Isn't that crazy? So let's see. All right. Everything shows me that I'm working. So I'm just going to go back that it is working, and we'll go from there. Let me scroll back up to the chat and see what we're doing. What did I miss? Let's see. All right. I got chat back up. I got me back up. You can see me. I can see y'all now. We are good to go. I will get to y'all's chats in just a minute. Let's see. Hey, Gabe, welcome in. How you doing today, buddy? Let's see. Cody, hey, how's it going? Let's see. Miss anybody? Mackenzie. Let's see. You wrote me a diatribe. Let's read it. I don't know if it's a good idea to have a Roman Reigns showcase what we're going to unlock or it won't work in other modes. Well, you know what? They gave us 14 models of John Cena for 24, and it's different t-shirts. Roman's actually the same model with a little more facial hair, a little less facial hair. So they don't have to do a whole lot with all of that. Let's see. Kevin Owens, good. Ryan, welcome in. What are your thoughts on the WWE partnership? I think that it is great for us. I think that we win. I'm excited to see where it goes. I think we get plenty of shows. I don't think that it has any impact on 2K25 at all. And if it does, it would be at the end of the life cycle. And unfortunately, I think it would be my faction based this year, not DLC like everyone's jumping. It's a great idea. I'd love to see it, but I don't think that we'll get full DLC. Do you think we get Cody Roman 3? I hope not. I'm tired of that story, but that's just me personally. It's like he finished it. If you finish the story, that means it's finished. It's done. Like what I would prefer to see is something new. I think if you do Cody Roman 3, I don't think it needs to be WrestleMania. I think you slow build it to SummerSlam is what I would do. It's like, let's do something different for WrestleMania. I rather see Roman Rock at WrestleMania than just because I want that match done while they're still in their prime is the only reason I want it. Oh, super chat. Cody Johnson with a $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Acknowledge our tribal beach. I appreciate it. Throw your ones in the chat. Do you guys think we will get new announcers like Barrett or Booker T? I hope so. I'm concerned about Samantha Johnson, though, because it was like we finally got Samantha Johnson. Who the heck? Samantha Urban. We finally got Samantha Urban in. I am so excited that we got her last year, and I hope they keep her. Lillian's audio might have to be redone. She's been in the last, hadn't been in a while. So I hope that we get it. What was it? 08 SmackDown versus Raw 08. We got what was it? We got the ECW. We got Joey Styles on ECW. We got Cole and JR and Lawler and stuff. Each one had a different one. I think that it would be great if they bring that back. I am so tired of Brian Saxton and stuff. But on the flip side of it, just looking at it, since it's a yearly release, they just keep adding audio lines on top of what they have. Once in a while, you will get you'll hear a commentary line from, oh, wait, that line was in 22. So they keep stacking on top of it. So I think Corey and Cole will probably be the primary, but they were able to get Samantha Urban in and the other ring announcers in. So I'm hoping that we will get to that point. I would love to have each show have its own feel to it. I think that would be great. And I think one of the ways to do it is by changing the ring aprons, by changing the mats. I want to feel like if I'm on SmackDown, I'm on SmackDown. If you don't, then it's cool, but I really hope they do. I really hope they do. Roman wants his title back. Yes, he does. Roman does want his title back, and I can't see that, but it took him we got from SummerSlam. SummerSlam was in August, and it took us till just a couple weeks ago that he actually got his Ulafala back. So they're really good at stretching things out. So if I was booking, like I said, I would book that we would get Roman Cody 3, but I would do it at SummerSlam because SummerSlam's gonna be 2 nights this year. This will be the first time we have a 2-night SummerSlam, and I think that would be a great one to headline. I think that this year for WrestleMania, it's looking like I have no idea what's going to happen yet because they just keep changing things as it goes. Hayden, welcome in. How you doing, buddy? Let's see. All right. So with the Roman showcase, I think that would be cool. Now, I laid out the Roman showcase, but I don't think that's going to be the showcase. I actually don't think it'd be Roman showcase. I think that they've been working on the Rock stuff for like 3 years. And I'm notoriously bad at my picks for showcase mode. If you and what's awesome is that you can go back and look at all the videos on the channel for my predictions for 23 and 24, and I got a 89% win percentage on those. We've got the covers right. We've got some of the match types right. I failed at showcase mode every year. So let's keep that tradition going. So I laid out for you completely how I think Roman Reigns would be the perfect showcase mode, but that's not my pick for showcase. My pick for showcase is The Rock. And my reasoning for The Rock is that all of Rock's assets are there and they keep teasing us with all the old versions. And with everyone wanting the final boss in this year's game, that's how we could culminate, is all the way up to the final boss of him becoming it, because we're always a year behind. It is such a it's always a snapshot. 24 was a snapshot of what the roster looked like in 23. 2K25 will be a snapshot of what the roster looked like in 24. So I think The Rock would be the showcase mode, is my official pick. Even though Roman makes more sense, and since I've never got one right, I probably don't think I'll be shocked if I get this one right. So what do you guys think about that? Totes my goat, what are you doing? Hi, everybody that totes my goat spam to get into the chat. I appreciate him for doing it, and I appreciate y'all for showing up. If you don't know what's going on, this is Beach Bites, and I'm BeachBurnBob, and I guess I should tell y'all hi after. Oh, my name's this side, left side, right side. Oh, what name? There it is. Hey, how about that? So appreciate all of y'all showing up. If you got any questions, throw them in the chat. And let's see. Oh, yes. Thanks, Fire. Don't forget to hit that like button. Send it out so more people can see it. And we would like to build, as we are on our goal, because I have a crazy ambition. And I don't think it's that crazy, because things are going nuts in the wrestling world. Everything's getting bigger and better. I think we can hit 100,000 subscribers by the time the game releases. That is the goal. And only you guys can help me get it by hitting that subscribe button. I think it would be the coolest story ever of, wait, he went from this to this in 2 months. And we can do it. I totally believe it. So let's see if we can get that goal. What do you guys think? Do you think it's going to be Rock in the showcase mode? Do you think it's going to be Roman Reigns, or do you think it's going to be something completely different, like Santino Marella? Could we get a Santino Marella showcase? How many tag teams do you think is going to be in the new game? Okay, so do you want an exact number? Because that's scary. Because I give you like 30, but what the game holds 100 tag teams. Last year, I think that I think everybody from last year will probably still be in there, and we'll get the new tag teams. I think tag teams will probably work the same as they did last year. I wish they would upgrade that system, bring the hot tag back, make it work again. The roster predictions are going to be nuts. I know we're getting a lot of NXT superstars. With them dropping the new NXT thing, it'd be crazy. But I think we'll get, the standard tag teams. I don't think we're going to get anything nuts. I would like to see Legion of Doom. I'd like to see them back in as a deal, and give us I want Motor City Machine Guns is the tag team that I want in the game. I think if they do show up, it'll be DLC. But I think tag teams will be all right this year. Let's see. Hopefully universe mode is completely different. I need a King of the Ring tournament. Do you remember when we had King of the Ring tournaments in the old games? Like, it was something else. Let's see. Jada Parker, Lola Vice, the Grand Theft Auto tag team is like I like to call them. Every time I see them come out, I'm like, just makes me want to go play GTA. It's weird. So the universe mode thing, I'm looking forward to it. I don't think that there's going to be a whole lot of changes to universe, unfortunately. I think that they're spending so much time on my faction and what these new points are. I hope they surprise us. I will give it a 10% chance that we actually get some new things in universe mode. I think it will be more of they may add some more rivalry actions, maybe a few more cutscenes that were in the older games they bring back in. But I don't think we're going to get a whole lot of changes. But I hope that I'm wrong and they're like, hey, look, brand new universe mode that you've been asking for since 2011. I hope that's actually what happens. Ryan, what do you think of the new Jurassic Park movie that's coming out in July? We're truthful on Beach Bites, and I will be completely truthful. I didn't know there was a new Jurassic Park movie coming out in July. So I can neither confirm nor deny this information or give you my feelings on it because I have no idea. I watched the original. I like that one. I went to the theater to watch the original Jurassic Park. You know how scary that was? I mean, the water like shakes. It shakes water, man. How can you not be scared of that? So, yeah, and the newer ones, I have no idea. I think the last one I saw was when they did the like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, whenever that was. And it was okay. But I like the original one the best. I'll be that guy. I read the book of Jurassic Park, and the book was way better than the movie, except you had to read it and you couldn't watch it and eat popcorn. So I don't know. Let's see. The hot tag comeback. I agree with you. Like they need to add that. It's like, where did it go? The OMG moments are still kind of there, and the hot tag's still kind of there, but they don't work. It's like I set up stuff, and it was like the first time I did the OMG moments, that's how I knew they took it out of the game. Was I went to set one up and was like, oh wait, no. And then I was doing a tag match, and it's like, why don't the hot tags work like they did back in like 08? Let's see. I am not going to try to pronounce your name. I apologize, but I will throw you up on screen. I'd rather have that than, destroy your name there. What do you think about the city in 2K25? Who are you most excited to play? Who are you most excited to play? I like to play. Okay. So the city mode, did a video on it. I don't think it's coming, brother. There's no way that I still don't think the city's coming. I think that's a pipe dream. And I don't understand how one guy with one tweet got that much publicity that it got every creator in the world to go, okay, let's talk about it. It worked. I did it too. I just took the opposite take from everybody else. I don't think it's coming. I'll be shocked. And I said in that video a lot of things. So go check that one out for my full thoughts. But overall, I don't think it's coming. I'll be shocked if they do something like that. But that does bring me to something else I want to talk about, which I found interesting with the city thing. There was a deal back in the day, and it was when Battlegrounds was coming out, when they were working on Battlegrounds, and that came out, that there was going to be an RPG style of a WWE game, and we didn't know what that looked like. They said that they were working on one, and they put out a couple screenshots. And if I still have one on the old hard drive, if I can find it, I will post it in the community tab with what they released. And it was supposed to be the RPG version of wrestling, but that was the only thing we got. We got that little tease that they were working on different things. And at the time when we were watching it and looking at it, it reminded me of when they did Crash Hour a few years back when Twisted Metal was hot. They went ahead and did Crash Hour. But if you can find that game and play it now, it is worth your time. Give yourself an afternoon, find you some Crash Hour, and you'll have a good time with it. But so there was talks of the RPG version of WWE coming out, and then it just disappeared. So it would be so funny if that's what they're working on all these years later, and the leak got twisted and it just became a game of telephone where it was like, no, we were actually talking about this, and now we're getting the NBA 2K City. And I think what 2K is finding out is, other than the whales that play my faction, or if you are, you are going to grind it, my faction's making them enough money to keep around, or they wouldn't keep doing it. And we're going to be in our 4th iteration of it now. In 22, it was junk, and it's gone on, and it's gotten a little better. Last year we got Persona cards, but they saw real quick that it's junk, that we're not going to get it. you're not going to be able to get all of them. If you were to buy every Persona card, it's like $1,800 or something that you're paying for like 20 superstars. Are you kidding me? Like, it works in the basketball world. The city, I get why it works in basketball completely. And it's like this generation loves their microtransactions. But we're wrestling fans. And it's like, I don't us paying for hairstyles to create a wrestler when that's the bread and butter is not as cool in wrestling. It's like in basketball, you're not creating stuff. You're like, oh, let me make my guy and wear the new Nike shoes and move on. I don't think that works in wrestling, though. I feel like that with the wrestling, it's like we create too much stuff. I'm not going to pay 99 cents for a hairstyle when for the last 30 years it's been the exact same uh, way. It's like you just go through and you create your stuff. Just give us different things to do. See, I think there's a 0% chance. Yeah, the servers are horrible. I agree with you. It's like if you can make the servers work, great. There's different things you could do to online community that would make it better, but you got to make online work first. And if online's not working first, then that's not gonna, no matter what you do, is gonna make that come out. Are you excited to play as the final boss? You know what I am. I'm excited and then I'm skeptical because on one hand, it took 2 years for us to get his tattoo in. And on the other hand, it's like, okay, we get Rock and it's like, but I want the old stuff too. So if you're going to give me the new music and the new entrance and stuff, make sure I at least get like Rock 2001 or 2007 or something that has all of his stuff. So it's like the final boss is cool. I enjoy him, but I want every version of the Rock. Just we're at the point where so many wrestlers, especially our older wrestlers, have so many gimmick changes. I don't see why we can't just put one Rock in and then just add on 14 different alternate attires to that Rock. I'm so tired of Rock 01 versus Rock 03 or something. Let's just put one wrestler in and give us all their looks. Because I don't know, it just bugs me personally. Let me know, guys, if it bugs you. Like when I'm playing universe mode and it's like Stone Cold 01 beat, Roman Reigns. It's like I just wanted to say Stone Cold. Is that just me being nitpicky? Does the numbers bother you? Because they bothered me since 14 when they started doing it. It used to be retro. You'd have retro Edge or retro Christian, not 07 Edge, 07 Christian. As I say it out loud, though, honestly, it sounds a little nitpicky. Really, it's to say it out loud there. It sounds a little nitpicky, but I don't know. The numbers have always bothered me. What do I think about the partnership with TNA and WWE? I think it's amazing. I'm excited about it. I love it. I can't wait to see what they do on the show. Next week, TNA Impact's going to be live, and that's when we're going to see all the fruits of what this actually means. They are running the exact same building on Thursday live. That Saturday night main event will be on that Saturday. So they're traveling with WWE for that week. So I think NXT will have some heavy stuff this Tuesday. I think that Saturday night's main event. I don't think there will be anything for Saturday night's main event. I don't think they'll throw TNA on network television just yet, unless it's Hardy's or Ziggler, or maybe Hendry if he wins the belt Sunday. But I think that for Impact Thursday, I wouldn't be shocked if Shawn Michaels shows up in that arena to announce the partnership, since it is San Antonio, his hometown. They'll get the hometown pop. Then the internet will blow up that, Shawn Michaels is in a TNA ring. So I think that that's probably where we're going with that. Let's see. Do you think The Rock set up Cody for the title? I think he's plotting. I think there's way more to this story, and I love that all the Easter eggs matter now. I love that, this happened 2 months ago, it actually happened for a reason, and I keep an eye out for that. SmackDown will be very interesting tonight. Solo Sokola doesn't have the falafel for the first time. So it'll be awesome to see where they're going with Solo. I can't wait to see if Jacob turns on him or what's going on. And remember, Solo said if Roman beat him, that he would acknowledge him. So does Roman get the entire bloodline? Or does this start another feud? There's several different ways that this can go, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens. Also, Bailey and Stratton for the women's title. That will be fun. So let's see. I can't put 50 hours in my rise just to unlock the same arenas. I'll tell you what, if we get the same list of arenas, like give us something new. It's so funny as when I'm making the unlock videos, it's how to unlock the law arena. I've made that video 3 times now. I mean, granted, the video's different, or the way you unlock it's different, but it's still the same arena. It still does the same stuff. And it's still like, "Ooh, I have to unlock that arena again." I really hope that they do something different because it's crazy to me that, it's like there's more arenas. You have the entire ECW library. You have the entire WCW library. Why in the world can you not just go ahead and give the entireness of the catalog that you own? Like, you still own, like, Smoky Mountain's catalog. Like, give me Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Give me Cornette as a manager. Why we're fantasy booking here. Like, give me some of that stuff too. Let's see. Breakout Stars, Jacob Patu. I agree. Like, did he not come out of nowhere? Like, I knew he was good, and I watched him in MLW. And it's like, okay, you got something, you're gonna be good, but I didn't expect this good. And it's just like he's more Umaga to me than Solo was when he started. It's like I get he's using Umaga Spike, but I feel like Fatu is way more the second coming of Umaga than what Solo is. So I find that interesting. How do we not have? How do we never have we never gotten Thunder? That is the one that I want. I want Thunder. I don't understand why Thunder has never been in the game. That was always my favorite one, was Thunder. So I think it would be really cool if we actually got that in. Give us a WCW pack that is not just the same stuff that we've gotten before. So I don't get why we haven't done that. Let's see. So we got Stratton versus Bailey tonight. That'll be fun. And SmackDown will be cool. And then we got Raw Monday. I mean, like, it's fun to watch wrestling again. Like, I find that really interesting that it is nothing crazy's broken today. So that's cool. But yeah, wrestling is just fun to watch all the way around. It's like, oh, you got to watch every show to see exactly what's going on. I love the Netflix transition. I absolutely, I love how all of it matters again. I think that is cool. When do you think Zillow will make his debut? I don't know. Like, I feel like they can hold them and it's fine. I think that they got plenty of time to get everybody in there. I don't feel like wrestling has to rush anymore. Where a few years ago it felt like, okay, let's do this, let's do that, and they sped up the storylines. Now we can just put stuff in the oven and let it cook. Like, I don't really think that there needs to be a whole, we can just slow burn and it's fine. It's a weekly show. You're giving me just enough that, hey, I'll tune in next week. That'll be great. So let's see. Penta Day 1 or DLC. Okay. Now, last year Punk was such a big deal that Punk had to be in DLC. He came in November. Penta signed, wasn't it in October or whatever, that he's been there for a while. The merchandise was ready to go. So also to get the brand new Penta mask, links in description. as one of the cool things of being a WWE partner is that uh I knew that Penta was coming for a week before he was coming. So, but I had to sit on all of that marketing material before I could start putting out the mask and stuff, which that's awesome. But so they had everything ready to go. Was my point to telling you this story is that so they knew we were releasing it on this date. We're putting this out. The next day, his first trading card came out from Tops, which that's just awesome that trading cards are a thing in 2025. I think that's great. So with them sitting on Penta for, I knew about it a week early. Some of the other guys knew about it before. They were teasing it for a while on TV anyway, but for 100% sure merchandise ready to go, it was there. So I think that if we're gonna get Penta, I think it would be DLC 1. I don't think he makes it on disc, but we don't know the direction of 25. Last year, we knew that before they released the DLC packs, we had a little time to guess because we knew where 25 was going with the 40 years of WrestleMania and stuff. We don't have anything to go over exactly where he's gonna be at. If I'm gonna pick, though, I think he does make the game. I think that he would be put me on the spot. DLC 1. There, I said it. It's on tape or recording or YouTube, whatever it's on. Said DLC 1. It's gonna be DLC 1. So let's see. I love the new Lucha Around Find Out shirt. It is link in description. I put it up on the community tab. If you want to grab that shirt, use code BEACH and save 10%. Cheap pop, like I was saying. I'm really bad at promoting. We're gonna get better at it as we go. So showcase mode to wrap up that part of the section of this. I think Roman Showcase makes the most sense for WWE 2K25. I think what they're doing, the timing, everything, Roman makes the most sense. My official pick is The Rock. And the question I've always had is why we've never gotten a Randy Orton showcase. I don't understand, why can't we have one of those? He has such a career. We could go through Evolution. We could go through all of that. If Edge was still there, we could even do Rated RKO. That's my dream showcase is I want a Randy Orton showcase. I think that'd be fun. But then again, you run into the problem with Randy Orton of, well, which one or how many models you're going to get. It's just changing the color of his tights. So I just hope that we get a lot of alternate this year. Let me know what you guys think about that. And let's see what else was there to. So we got showcase figured out, guys, right? We absolutely have no idea what showcase is going to be. So that'll be fun. We also have no idea what the roster or anything else is going to be. We're a week away before we get everything set up and we actually got some news. Think about it. In 10 days, we're going to get a trailer and then we're going to get some speculation. I do have a few more speculation videos coming out on the channel for this next week. And we're going to do just some in-ring stuff because we cover wrestling and we're going to cover a lot more of in-ring stuff now. Just because I found I enjoy just covering the regular wrestling world. And I don't know. Do we need to start another channel to do wrestling? Or can we do video game wrestling and regular wrestling on the same channel? What do you guys think? I'm going to try on both for a little while and see if that does anything. If not, we'll do the assemble thing and split the channels. I've seen that, that works for him. So I might steal his idea. Yeah. And I put that out. It's like, okay, if that works, I'll split mine and do double. But I think that we can do it on one just because, like, wouldn't you want to come to one site to get all of your wrestling news, not two? But I don't know. I think it'll be cool. Do we get GM mode? Will it be online? I hope so. Like, that was the thing, like back in the day, that it was fun to go ahead and, play with your friend on the couch and, oh, you're this guy, I'm that guy, let's do it. But online would add so much to it if you could keep the servers. It would be so much easier to do that, like what Madden does, the online franchise mode, where everyone has to agree to simulate to the next week, or if someone misses, you could go ahead and do the other, you could simulate, or you could sit there and play together. I think it'd be really fun to go ahead and do it that way. So, but we are learning as we go. We're getting things. Let's see. I would be shocked if our building city surprise. I don't know. I think almost I'd be mad if city was in. Like, let's say if it's true, because we don't know. If it's true, that's what you worked on. Like that, I think that would actually be the worst. Because I'm like, if you put the city in and you're going that direction, that means that's what you spent the last 2 years working on. That means that you spent the last 2 years ignoring showcase, ignoring universe mode, and ignoring my rise on purpose. And that would be worse. Now, if you fix all those things and add city mode, then it also makes it bad, because that means that you could have fixed this stuff the whole time while you were working on a new game mode. So to me, it's bad optics on both sides. Hopefully, we get the game to work. My prediction every year always is, what do you want most out of WWE 2K? What 20? We're on 25. We're starting the 3rd year of BeachBytes. How cool is that? So for 23, 24, and 25, all of them, I want the one thing, and we still haven't got it. I just want it to work. I just want the game to work. I want it, if it says I can do it in the game, then let me be able to do it in the game. Shouldn't have to patch it and blow it out. If they would do that, gives me a great idea, or great thought, is actually if they just spend the time rebuilding universe mode. They might have to take a year off, but even if you, like this year, they didn't do anything with it. So this could have been their year off, and 25 could be the good one. Hopefully, if they would just mix Supercard with my faction, I think that would be fantastic, because it's like, make my faction free to play and go ahead and then add Supercard to it and mix it together. So that way I get a picture of my card I can keep for the $1,000 you're wanting me to charge for it. I don't know. I'm really excited, guys. I'm really excited. We got a lot of things going on. The channel is going to get bigger, better, better. The game looks like it's going to get bigger, better, better. We got some live streams coming in. We're going to start going live a few times a week as we get up to the release of the game. And this year, we're also going to do some live gameplay, because I wanted to do that last year, but things didn't go my way. This year, hopefully things go my way, and we go ahead and get some live streams in. We're going to do, of course, no matter what universe mode looks like, no matter if it's good, bad, ugly, we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to fix it. If it's the same as last year, it will be a lot easier. If it's new, we'll find the new quirks. And we'll also do some live streams of actually building it. Several people have asked me to do a live stream build of actually building it after we did the universe mode fix video. And I didn't, because they kept patching it. And it was like, okay, with this, every time it'd blow up stuff. So hopefully that doesn't happen this year. We'll do some live streams, do some gameplay. Got some DLC when we get the packs coming out. Very excited about it. More videos, more channels, more everything going on. Links are in description for everything that I'm really bad at promoting. Yeah, you play Fortnite, we got an epic creator code, really helps the channel out. If you like T-shirts, we are partners with the WWE. You can get anything from the WWE Shop using BeachBytes and actually save money on it. You're already buying that Jacob Batu shirt. It helps the channel out a lot. BeachBytes has its own merch store. We have parody wrestling shirts that you can wear. We have fun gaming shirts, no matter what other kind of stuff. I mean, a BeachBytes beach towel. You can also join the Beach Club. We are granting memberships. You will get exclusive live streams and all kinds of stuff, and videos and stuff. And we're also starting the reaction to Raw. So every Monday we'll be live to do reaction to Raw. Right now it's members only, because I'm trying to figure out how to get it to work. As you can see, hey, we got a live stream done today. I feel like that's a win. We got that part working. So we'll get the Netflix stuff figured out. As soon as I figure out what we can use on Netflix and what we can't use, it's a fun time, y'all. I'm very excited about it. And like I said, anything else I forgot to promote, there is links in description. Let's see. Did I miss any questions here? Let's see. We'll go ahead and wrap things up for today. I appreciate y'all coming out. It means a lot to me that, hey, y'all showed up. I went live and I was nervous. I was like, oh no, is anyone going to show up? Because I haven't gone live in like 6 months, a new set and new videos, new game. And y'all came out and I really appreciate it a lot. And we're going to get bigger, better, badder, awesomer, whatever those words are. Appreciate every one of you. On your way out, if you could please hit share this like button, share the like button, hit the share button, all that fun stuff. Do all that. Really helps me out a lot. Appreciate all of you. Remember, make life your beach. I'll see you on the next video.